Let's get this episode recorded before the whole country burns down, man.
Let's get it recorded before we push it off another day. Before something happens.
I was debating us like going through all of the things that happened between people last heard from us. I mean, we've done everything under the sun instead of recording this episode.
Haven't recorded? Nah, I'm not going to make that joke. It's been a year since we recorded.
Oh my God, it really has been quite a while. A whole year.
It's been a year.
You were in Pennsylvania and Ohio.
I
was in Vermont, and then all of the Christmas and New Year stuff just impossible to make it happen.
Not possible. not possible to the quality that we want.
Also, the craziest part would be like, if we did record an episode over the course of that whole time, we would have had to record 3 more. Because every day you wake up and something new has happened with this team, and it's like exciting and also crazy.
And scary a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I think everybody on Twitter, including us, called for a cleaning of the house, like across the board.
I didn't expect it to happen.
I didn't expect it at all to happen, but I know a lot of us wanted it, and it looks like, I mean, so far from what we've seen, it's happening.
Players too that, I don't want to use the word dead wood on them because they were amazing players for the most part, but like clearly, Moderita, for example, wasn't working. Like, yes, he was good majority of the time, but when he was bad, it costed us games, important games too. So, at the end of the day, like we got people out that we needed to get out. Yeah,
and then with with Alex too, that was probably the most shocking, and to come as the first one, it was like really, I feel like setting the scene.
Oh, it set the tone for sure.
We're still going to see more people out, I think.
I hope so. I don't want to give a short list of people that I would want out.
No, but
in case they stay. But
on Twitter we named like the 3 people that we would want to stay. So just anybody else that we didn't name, we're not.
I'm not married to anybody.
It's cool
at this point.
But with Alex, it's just crazy, and to send another person to Austin FC, which is just, I guess Austin FC is just the new NYCFC at this point.
NYCFC
maybe next year
we're
gonna be fans. I don't know. We'll see.
Depends on our location. We could be very close to being.
It could be possible.
Being fans. Hopefully, Ring gets a Twitter by then, so we can actually.
I was just thinking about before the episode about all the little Easter eggs behind this podcast that nobody really knows about yet.
I think we could talk about that now because he's not a part of the team, so I don't care.
We can air it out, right?
Yeah.
It's not. Now we've hyped it up.
It kind of it just shows how we've grown though, because we thought that was the proper way to contact somebody in the first place.
So when it was when we were 3 to 4 episodes,
maybe 10 max, 10 max,
we were let's just DM Alex Ring and see if he'll talk to us on Twitter, and it was talk to us
Instagram. Yeah,
on Instagram, and with the attempt of getting him on the show, and of course we chose to do it by asking him what he meant by the shush during, was it the Red Bulls game?
I don't remember.
Whatever.
No, it was right when we were
it was the game after the Red Bulls when he had
we
that
were
team
mad
talk.
at the team. Yeah, basically.
And we just said something along the lines I was trying to approach it and be like, okay, yeah, we have 4 Instagram followers, but our Twitter is a little bit more poppin'. So let me try to remedy the fact that we have 4 Instagram followers. So I was like, hey, we tried to get you on Twitter, but we couldn't find one. We'd love to talk to you on the podcast. Maybe we could talk about the shush and things like that. This man just reads it within 30 seconds, just goes, no Twitter. At this point, just the fact that he responded to us, we're freaking out.
Yeah.
30 seconds later, he just unsends it.
Yeah.
And that's the last we've ever heard of Alex Ring.
Yeah. And just to be part of that group chat that we were talking in, where it was okay, this is the message we're sending. Okay, it's sent. He read it already. He just responded. When I look at my phone and it's Alex Ring has sent you a message, and I'm just what life is this right now? We have 4 followers.
And
what?
Then opening it to really just getting ethered.
The funniest response possibly I've ever heard.
And I'll overlay exactly how he spelt it, because just the weirdest punctuation in capitals.
Just so himself.
Yeah. But the other Easter egg that I was thinking about, now I can't even think of it, to be honest.
Which one?
I don't know. What was another one? We have to move on.
There's a bunch. No, there's far too many.
I just thought of it before. Whatever. Well, aside from just Alex going to Austin, Stuver too.
Stuver, which is, I think that's a big loss.
Yeah.
I think that's a really big loss.
I think in our last episode, we actually talked a lot to like Stuver and him as like a man and as a humanitarian. Or maybe, I think we cut it out.
I think we cut it out.
Yeah, it got dicey.
It went into a different conversation that we weren't trying to have.
Yeah, it got dicey.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was like 20 minutes of content of us being like, Stuver is the greatest humanitarian that New York has ever known.
And if you think of like a Stuver mind, like an idea that Stuver has, we probably share that.
Yeah, and it's crazy for that to feel in my heart like the worst loss when we lost 2 starting 11 players.
Yeah.
Well, a backup goalkeeper. So that speaks to him, really.
Speaks to him in what he did for the culture of the team. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of things happening. He was, in my opinion, one of the best people that has ever been at the club.
Yeah, it's obvious we need a lot more Stuvers at this club.
For sure.
For all the future of the club.
And pay him all the money to come and talk to people. Because maybe he is a starter over there. I don't know what their depth chart is looking like.
Yeah, right now they have I think they only have 3 to 4 players
But
total.
if he's not the starter, pay him all the money to come and talk to the club because he will absolutely do that.
Yeah. Other than that, we have Scully going to Mönchengladbach.
Who cares?
We've known that for months.
Who cares?
I pray that this isn't another Geo situation, and in a year we're gonna be shooting ourselves. But I have no idea.
That's the thing. Everyone is hyping him up.
No one has any idea.
Nobody has any clue what he is. If he's gonna be even outside of, is he gonna be in the 11 even? Is he gonna travel with that team? Probably not.
Who even knows? But why
he
sign
traveled
him
with
then?
us because he had a transfer already.
I just don't understand what would have possessed them to even make this move. I'm sure it was obviously for dirt cheap, but
it's dirt cheap. It's a young kid, and I think Americans right now are a hot commodity for sure. Everyone wants to have that American that they can tweet about and whatever. That's kind of the thing right now.
Gotta get those likes.
Exactly. It's just one of those things. Hopefully all of the Americans do pan out, but at the end of the day, there's some people out there who are just they're tokens, kind of.
Yeah. So I mean,
American tokens.
I feel like Pulisic has become more of a token lately.
Well, he's just been out of form. Is the problem.
And Lampard just does not seem to trust him at all.
I mean, this
is a Premier
maybe a
League.
topic for a different podcast entirely, but he spent $1 bajillion on people who are not Christian Pulisic.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Still not in first or second or not even third or not even fourth or anyway. We could go on for hours. My little surprise for you is, do you know what happened on this day last year?
What day is it today?
January 6th.
Do I know what happened today last year?
Yeah, related to the club.
Related to the club. Was it Ronnie getting hired?
Yeah.
Damn, man, I'm proud of myself for pulling that one out.
Yeah.
I weirdly enough, I mean, I have kind of something similar right here.
Does it tell you the exact day?
No, it didn't. Okay. It didn't. But that would be hilarious.
Today, Ronnie was signed a year ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know if they have a word for so you know how anniversaries are for good things? Do they have a bad anniversary word? I don't think so, but
they don't really do anniversary. They just kind of say this happened last year.
It sucked.
We're here because of him.
Yeah. I mean, he's in their plans. One of the notes that I had for the episode that this one it ended up being, but was it's not even worth wasting time in off-season episodes about Ronnie leaving or going or
he's
staying.
Gonna be here
Because he's here, obviously.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I thought in terms of rumors that we heard that proves that even further is there's this kid, a left back named Chucklerod. He used to play under Ronnie. So
I'm tired of these people.
Yeah.
What was he, a left back?
Yeah, a left back. So, I mean, in a way, I think we have to make a left back move because I really I don't know if I see Thor starting a full season at left back for us. But that could still be my heart talking.
You know what? I think it would be fun to have Thor on here to play some guitar, but
And not ask him about the pen.
I wouldn't come here. I wouldn't invite him on the show to play left back, but I'd invite him to come play guitar.
Me too.
Does that?
Yeah.
Am I
maybe a little bit
across?
of singing, songing.
Because my point is that I'm not starting him at left back.
Well, then we got to make a left back move, unless you want to start the Roach at left back.
The
for
Roach
the
is so much better.
I would probably start the Roach over him.
But I think the Roach is good at DM right now. He's kind of got to play DM until Sands comes back. You know what I think we should do?
What?
Despite all these names that we're actually linked to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what DC United is about to go do?
What?
Mesut Ozil.
Yeah.
Like, I would much rather have Mesut Ozil. That man is class.
Messi.
That's happening
I'll
eventually.
take Messi.
But Mesut Ozil, go spend all of the money.
You know what's crazy? I saw something the other day about Mesut. Like, he's not what he really is hyped to be.
It's not his fault. What did he say?
Somebody said.
What did somebody say?
Over the course of
I'll fight for Mesut Ozil.
I believe this is his 7th or 8th year anniversary, like a couple days ago. Over the course of those 8 years, he never had more than 1 year over 10 assists. So one time he did that, and then every other year never had over 5 goals. Never in 8 years.
But also, he keeps getting disrespected by managers.
I guess, but
manager
like
after manager, and like
Wenger didn't disrespect him that hard.
I would say most of his appearances are not like league appearances for the past like 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. I mean, he's going to murder the MLS. I can say that for sure. Like
He would, yeah.
Yeah, like he's going to be an assist leader type of player.
Yeah, or like assist record possibility.
Yeah. But like you said, like we need to splash the cash on a name.
Yeah.
100%
A
need
name.
to.
Oh, we need like a DV type guy.
Yeah. That covers it.
Yep.
Maybe not at striker though.
No. Well,
I want a center
I want an
back,
academy.
dude.
I want an academy striker. That'd be
That's
so
not a
cool.
cash splasher.
No, but I just in the way I see the team,
Yeah.
like I want an academy striker because that would, to me, is so cool. Like if we're gonna struggle to score goals,
Well, yeah.
we're struggling to score
That's
goals.
something that you've come to appreciate and love being a Man U fan.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Exactly.
much fun.
It's so much fun
to
when
see
you're like
academy players score like 10, 15 goals in a season.
like all right, so this it's kind of we'll probably end up cutting it out, to be honest. But it's quick. I walked in when I was getting my jersey, the number put on my jersey for Greenwood. The dude behind the counter is like a Man U fan. He's like, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bro, it's our next prodigy." Like, and then he goes on to score like 17 goals that season, or 11, or whatever it was in the Prem.
That's like the Edelman hitter.
And I just wanted to, like,
as a fan,
I just wanted to go back and be like, "I told you." Like,
yeah.
I told you.
Or the girl at Moe's.
Yeah.
She was like, "Is that your last name?" You're like, "No, that's
No.
Greenwood, bro."
Like Greenwood.
Yeah.
But
That
No,
but
but
that
like-
might be what Yasin, however
that
you
kid
want to
looks
pronounce
mint.
it.
He looks good.
Against Tigres, I mean, he really did. I don't think he could have played more than 15, 10 minutes. It was so
but he
long
was
ago
probably
now.
the most impactful
Yeah,
player.
when he came on, he looked really good. So potentially we'll see him. I don't know how much he fits into the formation that Ronnie plays if Hebert's back. So I don't know.
Who knows if he'll be
We've
back?
already had so many casualties too.
Who knows if he'll be back, though? Realistically.
Nobody knows. I would assume so, probably. I would kind of hope so, even. But we'll have to see.
I would hope so, but the version of him from 2019,
Well, obviously,
like, is what it has to be.
has to be that.
It has to be that, or
nothing.
and you're gone, and like whatever the midway transfer is
Yeah.
for us.
It has. To, you have to go. But yeah, that was all the news. I think we summed it up.
Yeah.
We're low T, bro, right now.
No, I think we're fine.
Really?
I mean, I'm definitely like
I
we're
feel low T.
tired, but like, because I got home and I just immediately after work just died. Like,
I think this
fell
is the first time that we approached an episode with the proper energy to where the team is.
Yeah, it's off season. Like,
Yeah, like it's not us coming in like, holy cow, we're the best team in the world, or us coming in like we are the worst team in the world.
and I want everyone fired.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing people fired, and we're just kind of like sitting back. It's like that little girl watching the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or it's either the little girl watching the fire or it's the dog. Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out in like a year which one it is.
Well, and one thing I'll say is I hope that we don't have to miss out on another season opener, home opener.
That would be the worst thing to happen.
Because, you know, got this streak going.
I think we're going for free. Like,
oh, I mean, probably.
Right? No, not because of the podcast, just because we bought tickets and never went to a game, and we've never heard a word. Granted, we only reached out once and then never got talked to again, but like that was only one time we reached out.
And it should be fine, right? Like, I know areas are peaking right now again.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
But like at the same time,
it's like March, right? It would be kickoff.
Yeah, there's that tri-state type of thing where you're allowed to.
And you got that vaccine coming out.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Vaccines, stimmies, all that. Like
everything, bro. The government's giving us everything.
Yeah. So
except peace and quiet.
That's true.
Anyways, I forgot to start a timer, so we could be. I'm excited. Be 15 minutes deep. We could be 45.
I'm so excited to be back that I don't care how long this one is.
Me either. I would assume there's gonna be a million more things to talk about by March,
or maybe even by tomorrow. Who knows?
It's impossible to know.
We could have Ozil tomorrow.
Nah, not with the way we spend or make player acquisitions. Not at all.
If you think, one selling point I would use, and this is not, and New York as a whole is super accepting, and everywhere Ozil's been seems to not have been that way towards like his views and everything like that. And I think signing Ozil, giving him a safe place to be himself.
He is one of those guys, those humanitarian guys.
And it would put him in. It would not only help the club kind of change the image of itself right now, but also give Ozil comfort and let him play the way he wants. You got easily an MVP candidate.
Yeah, and we need somebody to replace Maxi.
We need people who know how to take penalties. Maybe Bruno Fernandes has some friends.
I don't want to talk about that, man. I hate that man more than life itself. Anyways, if y'all stuck around, thank you.
Yes.
It's probably going to be our first time posting in 3 weeks to a month.
Well, and the funny thing is, too, you're going to see, like, what was that? End of season, us. I think. Right before end of season. Then right before the Tigres game. And then now, which is all maybe like 2 months apart.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it would look better than last year.
Could be worse.
I am 10 pounds heavier. 10, but no, I'm not exaggerating. There's a scale out there. I don't know how I even came in here because I was like, let me just pop in here real quick. I'll just pop. I haven't seen this in a minute. I'm probably like 205. Nah, 214. 214. I don't know how I came on camera. Anyways, post natty podcast.
You've been doing it all day. You were like, I can't wait to record. Or all since yesterday. Just so excited, so much confidence.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I'm fat.
Stepped on the scale immediately. Was just, go back to bed, I guess.
Rain check. Ugh.
All right.
Anyways.
Post natty pod.
Yep, everywhere. And
all places.
We'll see you guys soon as we have news to talk about. So, bye.
Peace.